Welcome to Weird Scotland, the podcast where we dive into the strange and unexpected corners of Scottish history. I'm your host, Colin MacDonald, and today we're venturing into the mist-shrouded Highlands to uncover the truth behind one of Scotland's most elusive and ghostly creatures, the White Bulls of Menteith. Legends of these wild, snow-white bulls, said to roam the ancient Caledonian forests around Menteith, have captivated locals and travellers for centuries. These animals, with their fierce independence and mysterious nature, live on in the folklore of the Highlands as symbols of Scotland's untamed spirit. So what exactly were the White Bulls of Menteith? Why were they so feared? And what happened to them? And most intriguingly, were they even real? Let's take a journey through history, myth, and modern theories to uncover the story behind these otherworldly creatures. Our story begins in the dense, shadowy woods that once covered Menteith, where these white bulls supposedly roamed freely. The first descriptions we have come from early historians like Hector Boece in the 16th century. He spoke of a breed of mysterious white bulls that he claimed lived in the wild Scottish forests. Boece's 1526 chronicle goes so far as to describe them as having crisp and curled mane like Fair's lioness. Words that paint a picture of beasts as powerful as they were unusual. These were no ordinary cattle. The legends say they held an almost supernatural loathing of humans, fiercely avoiding any area touched by human presence, and even rejecting food or water if it had been touched by people. These white bulls were reputedly untamable, fierce, and totally unsuited to captivity. The tales insist that they would even die of grief if captured, reinforcing their mythic status. In this way, the White Bulls of Menteith were more than just creatures. They became symbols of the region's wild, proud spirit, creatures untainted by the influence of civilization, just as the people of Menteith themselves took pride in their own independence and closeness to nature. These bulls weren't just wild, they were said to be exceptionally hostile to human presence. Legends tell of them attacking anyone who dared wander too close, showing no fear of people, dogs, or even weapons. Some accounts describe these bulls as so aggressive that only the bravest, or perhaps the most foolhardy, would even consider seeking them out. People of Menteith and beyond were in awe of their untampered nature as they saw it, a state of purity untouched by human influence. This behaviour was seen by some as symbolic of Scotland itself, with its history of resistance and fierce loyalty to its own wild, rugged landscapes. Early chroniclers pointed to the bulls' refusal to approach anything touched by humans as proof of their unique connection to the land. The locals came to view the bulls not only as living creatures but as representations of the Highlands spirit, proud, untamable, and at odds with the encroachment of human civilization. But as time went on, sightings of the White Bulls of Menteith grew rare, and by the late medieval period they seemed to have vanished into legend. Historians and naturalists have since put forward a few theories about what these mysterious animals might actually have been and why they disappeared. One of the most widely discussed theories is that these bulls were in fact remnants of a rare genetic strain of aurochs, the wild ancestors of modern cattle. These massive beasts once roamed Europe, including parts of Scotland, and were renowned for their strength and ferocity. The last known aurochs went extinct in the early 17th century, but it's possible that an isolated herd survived longer in the forests around Menteith. Their white coats, combined with their aggression and untamable nature, could easily have inspired tales that blurred the line between reality and myth. Another theory suggests that these bulls were actually feral Highland cattle. a breed already well suited to the harsh Scottish environment. Left to roam and fend for themselves, these cattle would have reverted to a more aggressive, survival-oriented behaviour, explaining the stories of their wild, hostile tendencies. Such a population, cut off from human contact for generations, could easily evolve a distinctive appearance or behaviour, becoming something that looked quite different from its domesticated cousins. Although the White Bulls of Menteith may no longer roam Scotland's forests, their legend endures. In Menteith, they are remembered as part of the folklore that colours Scotland's mysterious Highlands, alongside legends of kelpies, fairies, and forest spirits. Like the wolf, the eagle, and the stag, the White Bull stands as a symbol of the wildness that once ruled the Scottish landscape, a reminder of a time when people shared the land with creatures that were as untamed as the mountains themselves. Today, stories of the White Bulls are told by tour guides, recorded in books of folklore, and remembered in the lore of Scotland's ghostly past. For visitors and residents of Menteith alike, the legend of the White Bulls offers a connection to a Scotland that was, and perhaps still is, a land filled with mystery, beauty, and danger. So next time you find yourself walking through the ancient forests of Scotland, or perhaps the modern towns that have replaced them, remember that these forests once held creatures as strange as the White Bulls of Menteith. Though they may be gone, their spirit lingers, reminding us of the mysteries hidden in the natural world and the creatures that still capture our imaginations. Thank you for joining me today on Weird Scotland. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and leave a review. Tune in next time as we uncover more strange and unexpected stories from Scotland's past. Until then, keep your wits about you and remember, Scotland's history is never quite as serene as it seems. Slentum Hath.